Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. This story, different energy. This isn't a horror story where a guest tried to sublet your garage or someone clog in your toilet with instant noodles. Nah, this story is about a guest that surprised me in the most amazing way with a gift. Okay, so this couple, let's call them the chaotic cupids. They booked a 2-night stay with me in my listing in the western part of Canada, and I was living there at the time. They had no reviews, nada, rien. I was just going off vibes, pretty much. And as usual, where was I during check-in? I was in the kitchen because for some reason I'm always in the kitchen when guests are about to check in. I guess carbs are better than confrontation. I don't know. Okay, now the issue is they arrived 2 hours early and they're just standing on my front porch. Now, I don't like early check-ins where I am not really made aware of the situation. Standing there somehow as if, staying still will miraculously open the door. I'm in the kitchen. My window blinds are broken. Come on, guys. They've been broken for months. I know they're broken. I just never got to fix them. Now I'm able to just see their silhouette outside, people just standing. And I'm just trying to do one of those. Just focus on your food. And if you focus on your food long enough, then nothing else around you is relevant type of thing. Okay, that didn't really work out well because I end up folding. It's now 3 p.m. and I fold. I'm like, I'm not gonna let a bunch of people just stand outside my door without me at least acknowledging them or something. So again, one person was just full on beach attire, the other person was wearing cargo pants, like if they were about to build a fort in the middle of the woods. I was just in my head telling myself, okay, this has to be either the weirdest beach trip or the most amazing beach trip that they're gonna go to. Okay, so the girl walks in, everything is normal, chill. She comes in with one luggage. Right behind her, there is the guy comes in with a suitcase. That's fine. Goes back out, brings a second one, and then a third one. Now we're talking about rugs, tables, a bunch of furniture. Okay, he is moving in, y'all. There is no other explanation. Next thing I know, my living room is like a Craigslist locker. Everything is all over the place in the living room. I'm like, okay, sir, this is a shared listing. This isn't like a full listing where you have the whole place. We can't really have all of these things here in the living room. You're gonna have to either put it in the garage or somewhere, but it can't be in the living room. They also didn't come with a car, so it was gonna have to be somewhere on my property. So the man is just like, okay, I'm gonna just bring everything outside. Honestly, I was hinting towards putting things in the garage, but he's like, nah, it's just gonna put it outside. And I'm like, sir, this is Canada. You might wake up to raccoons trying out your fit or a bunch of squirrels bench pressing your Dyson vacuum or something. You don't do that. Anyways, we just proceeded to this chaotic movement. So they settle in, and this is where it begins. The guy, he does not stop talking. Okay, at first I'm polite. I'm a bit of an introvert. I'm an introvert that has trained himself to become extroverted because I feel like I can somewhat easily navigate through social settings and just I enjoy socializing, I'm not gonna lie, but I wasn't always like that. So yes, so I would say that when guests talk to me, I'm more than receptive to talk, but I just can't do 2 hours of constant conversation. That's just not the type of energy I have. Then he starts telling me about this all-inclusive vacation that he has planned. He's super excited. The venue, the location, the beaches, the type of food they're gonna go eat, how romantic he is, the type of cologne, everything just within that same setting of vacation, and everything is somehow included with his work. It's a work trip, but like he's also bringing someone along. Like all the details that honestly like I didn't need to know. I was just his diary at that point, right? I was listening. I tried to exit the conversation gracefully with certain things like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, really interesting. But all he got from that was just an invitation to keep on going. And for him, I was just focused on this story. And I mean, he just didn't catch the social cues that I was trying to pass on to him. Or it was just on purpose. Okay, what's crazy is his partner was just pure peace. I'm telling you, she had one objective, was just like relax, be in her own reserved space, cooking, making interesting meals, using the tub with a margarita, some type of cocktail she made, reading a book, just really within her own energy. It was looking like light and day. They both had very different ways of enjoying that listing. It was almost like she was just preparing herself for a red tag all-inclusive vacation ad or something. At some point she pulled me aside and she was like, you know him there? That's how he talks to everybody. Just, I apologize. I'm like, what? She's even apologizing for him? That's crazy. That means that this is not his first rodeo. That's literally him. That's what he does for a living. Just does a bunch of like public speaking. And at that point I'm like, girl, I forgive you. But him? He needs to tone it down a little bit because this is too much. This is crazy. You can't just lay all of that on someone at 6 p.m., at 7 p.m., anytime, any day. Sometimes you might just be walking somewhere and like you get stopped midway and you even forget what you were going to do in the first place because all the information that you have to capture and understand, grasp, digest. The second day, I was working like a job. I'm a remote worker, so working Teams, notifications, and all that. Like, this is super serious. We're talking about 3 monitors. We're not playing here. The man starts trauma dumping, sharing a bunch of things. And at this point, I'm kind of like twitching my eye, like, sir, like, we can't talk right now. You can't wait to tell me this is what I'm doing for a living, right? You can't just walk in the office and start telling me all these things. Like, I'd love to hear them, but not now. So luckily, his partner joins us there, and it turns out that they're now getting rid of a bunch of things because, as I shared with you guys earlier on, they were moving out. So like at this point, the man went to do something else. They were just getting rid of a bunch of stuff as well. And so then his girlfriend is like, oh, would you love to get a mic because our daughter isn't using this mic anymore? And okay, right now I'm just picturing this mic, like a low budget mic that's just held by hope and gum. Like it's not gonna be anything serious. No, this was a Beacon mic. This mic is between $350 to $500. I was so happy. I had a smile that went across like my whole face. And I'm like, yes, inside, like screaming yes inside. Of course, I kept my composure to look cool. I triple, quadruple checked that they meant to give me this gift. Before that, I was just using the phone to record the reels with the audio, like the mic from the phone, right? You know what? Instantly, I just forgave him because, you know what? Forgave him from all of his doings, sins, everything. He was just clean. Like, this was my favorite booking and nothing has changed that. So this is it here. This is the Beacon mic that they actually got me, and I was really excited for it. This switches on and it lights around here, like a colorful light around the mic. It's really cool. This was definitely one of those moments where I felt so good running short-term rentals. So I leave the mic on the desk, even after checking multiple times that she or her daughter didn't want this mic, just in case. Now, Sir comes back a couple of hours later, and this is where my heart was about to drop, to say something along the lines of, oh, here is this mic. I was actually thinking about selling it. And I'm like, wait, what? Selling it? I'm like, no. Like, your partner gave this to me. Like, there isn't any sale happening. I got the mic. I already see myself as a SoundCloud rapper. I'm about to start like a podcast empire. Like, you're not taking away this mic from me. This is not a thing. Quickly, the girlfriend comes, grabs him. They go to the next room and they start talking it out. Obviously, she tells him that, okay, he confirmed it with me 3 times. We can't take it away from him. And they walk back out and everything is settled, everything is good. And I'm like, okay, oof, like, thank God. So yeah, it started up as them being squatters on my porch. And then after that, they became the best guest in my books, despite me having to listen to a bunch of TED Talks. It was worth it. I'll host them again, actually. Shout out to the Chaotic Cupids. Okay, guys, I want to know what's the weirdest, nicest, or most random thing a guest left behind for you in your listings. Please drop in the comment and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And see you guys next time. If you enjoyed the story,